The placement of the Sun in the second house is a significant astrological configuration that illuminates the themes of value, self-worth, and material security. In astrology, the Sun represents the core ego, the I am principle, and the source of our vital energy. When it resides in the second house, traditionally associated with the sign of Taurus, your identity becomes inextricably linked to what you possess and, more importantly, what you value. The source of identity, value and worth. With the Sun in the second house, your sense of self is not something you find in the abstract, it is something you build. You derive a great deal of confidence from your ability to sustain yourself and create a stable foundation. While some might dismiss this as materialism, it is more accurately described as a deep-seated need for tangible results. You feel most alive and purposeful when you are productive and when you can see the fruits of your labor manifest in the physical world. This placement often creates a provider archetype. Whether you are providing for yourself or a family, the act of generating resources is how you prove your worth to yourself. There is a solar pride attached to your bank account, your possessions, and your skills. However, the shadow side of this is the risk of equating your human value with your net worth. If your finances fluctuate, your self-esteem may follow suit, leading to periods of deep insecurity. Financial vitality and earning power. The Sun acts as a spotlight, and in the second house, it shines brightly on your earning potential. You likely have a strong drive to achieve financial independence. You aren't just looking for a job, you are looking for a vocation, a way to express your inner light through your work. You may find success in fields related to banking, luxury goods, art, or anything that requires a keen eye for quality. Because the Sun represents authority, you prefer to be in control of your own resources. You might have a do-it-yourself attitude toward wealth, often preferring to earn your way rather than relying on inheritance or the charity of others. The sensualist and the collector. Beyond money, the second house governs the five senses. With the Sun here, you likely have a refined appreciation for the finer things in life. You aren't necessarily flashy for the sake of ego, unless Leo is involved, but you have a deep respect for quality, durability, and craftsmanship. You would rather own one high-quality, expensive item that lasts a decade than 10 cheap items that break in a month. This appreciation extends to your physical environment. You likely feel a need to surround yourself with beauty and comfort to maintain your internal equilibrium. Your home and your belongings are an extension of your solar radiation. They are a physical manifestation of your inner taste and standards. Lessons in attachment. The spiritual journey for someone with the Sun in the second house involves learning the difference between ownership and stewardship. Because the ego is so tied to the physical realm, there can be a tendency toward possessiveness, not just with objects, but with people and ideas. The lesson here is to realize that while the Sun provides the energy to create wealth, the Sun itself is a star that gives energy away. True fulfillment comes when you use your resources to illuminate the lives of others. When you move from a mindset of I have to I value, you unlock the highest expression of this placement. You become a pillar of stability and a beacon of reliability for those around you. When the Sun resides in the second house, the zodiac sign it falls in determines the flavor of your values and how you go about acquiring resources. Here is a brief look at how the Sun in the second house manifests through every sign. The fire signs, passionate pursuit. Aries, you are a financial trailblazer. You likely make money through impulsive action, entrepreneurship, or high-energy roles. You value independence above all else and aren't afraid to take risks to increase your wealth. Leo, you treat your possessions as a reflection of your royalty. You value luxury, gold, and items that grant you status. You are often generous to a fault, believing that money is meant to be enjoyed and shared. Sagittarius, you value freedom and experiences over stuff. For you, wealth is a means to travel and expand your horizons. You might find financial success in teaching, law, or philosophy. The earth signs, practical preservation. Taurus, this is the natural home of the second house. You have an incredible instinct for quality and long-term investment. You value stability, comfort, and tangible assets like real estate or fine art. Virgo, you are the meticulous accountant of the zodiac. You value efficiency, health, and service. Your wealth is built through attention to detail, and you likely keep a very close eye on your budget. Capricorn, you view your bank account as a scorecard for your success. You value heritage, structure, and tradition. You are patient with your finances, building a mountain of security brick by brick over time. The air signs, intellectual assets. Gemini, your greatest assets are your mind and your connections. You might have multiple streams of income or change careers frequently. You value information, gadgets, and the ability to stay mobile. Libra, you value beauty, partnership, and social harmony. Your financial state is often tied to your relationships or aesthetic pursuits. You spend money on things that bring balance and elegance to your life. Aquarius, your values are unconventional. You might invest in technology, social causes, or humanitarian efforts. You derive self-worth from being unique and outside the system regarding your finances. The water signs, emotional security. Cancer, you view money as emotional safety for your family. You value the home, nest eggs, and items with sentimental value. You are often very shrewd with money because you fear being unprotected. Scorpio, you value power and hidden resources. You have a knack for other people's money, like taxes or legacies, and are highly secretive about your net worth. You seek depth and transformation in your work. Pisces, your relationship with the material world is fluid and often idealistic. You value art, spirituality, and helping others. You may struggle with the hard reality of budgeting, preferring to trust that the universe will provide. While your birth chart shows your lifelong personality, a transit is the sun's temporary visit to a house, lasting about 30 days once a year. When the transiting sun moves through your second house, it's like a financial and values checkup from the universe. The annual financial spotlight. For these 4 weeks, your focus shifts away from your outward personality, first house, and onto your resources. You become more aware of your bank balance, your spending habits, and your earning power. It is often a time when you audit your finances. You might feel a sudden urge to organize your budget or look for new ways to increase your income. Make significant purchases. Because the sun illuminates what you value, you may find yourself finally buying that high-quality item you've been eyeing. Negotiate your worth. This is an excellent window for performance reviews or asking for a raise, as your confidence in your own skills is temporarily boosted by the sun's light. Reevaluating self-worth. The second house isn't just about cash, it's about what you think you are worth. During this transit, you might feel more sensitive about whether you are being respected. If people aren't acknowledging your contributions, it can sting more than usual. Positive side, you feel more grounded and at home in your physical body. Negative side, you might over-identify with what you own, leading to retail therapy or flexing your possessions to feel better about yourself. Practical grounding. After the high-energy new beginning of the sun transiting your first house, your birthday season, the second house transit is the implementation phase. It's time to take the big ideas you had last month and figure out how to actually pay for them or make them real. It is a month of doing the work and securing your foundation.